I'm Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Forensic Gameology, hosted by ForensicGameology.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less.
Sushi Go, a drafting game with the theme of food, in particular, things involving sushi. And what you're doing is you're trying to get the most points in a variety of ways. There are cards that, as you play more of them, there's not exponential, but if you have 3, you get 6 points. If you have 4, you get 10. There are cards for if you have the most, you get a certain number of points. There are multiplier cards for the next Nigiri. I'm going to butcher that. However you say it. You play, you get times 3. There are cards based on how many you have of each. If I get 3 of these, I get a certain number of points. If I don't get 3, I don't get any points. This one is if I get 2 of them, I get a certain number of points. If I don't get 2, I don't get any points. There's a card that lets you play 2 in a row. Like you play it and it's a future investment. So a future hand I could play 2. And then this is a game of 3 rounds, and whoever there's one card that stays with you. Every other round you just pack it up and you get a whole new hand of cards. These you keep out in front of you. Whoever has the most of these at the end of the 3 rounds gets a certain number of points, or you can get negative points if you have the fewest amount. And so that is pretty much the game. You pick a card, pass a card. Pick a card, pass a card. And then 3 rounds, count up your points. Whoever has the most wins. Simplicity versus complexity.
This is a pretty simple drafting game. It doesn't have a lot of iconography. Most of the text on the bottom is pretty self-explanatory. You don't need to go to the rule book for the most part. Every now and then trying to figure it out, like what happens in case of a tie or whatnot. But for the most part, read through the rules one time. Easy peasy to play. For drafting, you just have it depends on how many players there are, how many cards you're holding, but you just take one, pass the rest, and everyone plays their card. And for somebody that's never played a drafting game, I think they'll be able to pick this up very quickly and intuitively.
Yeah, it's a good, simple, introductory drafting game. I think it's pretty simple. Tom covered pretty much everything. I said all the rules. Simple game. Luck versus strategy.
So Molly said this was an introductory game, so you may think that there's not a lot of strategy. It's like a simple children's game maybe. There's a lot of strategy in this game, and you're taking risks when you take these high-value cards that you need. So for instance, these guys, you have to have 2 for every pair. You get something, but if you don't complete the set, you don't get anything. Same thing with these guys, and boy, have I felt burnt when these come up. Or the multiplier, I keep thinking, eventually, I don't want to put down a 2 when I could get a 3. I could get 9 points versus 6. This is amazing. And then I never got anything because I waited too long. And so there's strategy here, and you're weighing those options with every hand that you're passing. And depending on how many players, like I might not see this section of this hand anymore, and I've already seen too many of these go by, but nobody's picked them up. And then that round is when everyone picks one because you keep passing, and you're like, oh, everyone feels safe picking them. A lot of strategy. There's some luck. I mean, you're pulling from this deck of cards, but for drafting games, I think that's somewhat mitigated because you get to choose the best of every hand that's passed to you.
Yes, I think this game is pretty strategic. I enjoy trying to figure out what other people are going to do as to what I do. I enjoyed chopsticks, right? It's like we said, the future investment of, I play this early. Do you play it mid-game? That's chancy because are you ever going to get a hand where you want 2 cards? But if I get it my first hand, I might pick that card because then I'm definitely going to be able to pick 2 cards in a row. So there's a lot of strategy. And yeah, there's luck, but it is mitigated because, like Tom said, you get to pick the best of every hand. And so, yeah, lots of strategy. Fun versus boring. Find this game to be fun. I don't know. Don't know why I paused there. I don't know what I was going to say. But I find this game to be fun. It's really simple. It's really quick. And it's a fun drafting game. The artwork is super cute. All these things have faces on them, which maybe is not so cute because you're like, I'm going to eat this, and it's got a face on it. You don't necessarily want to eat it. I don't know. But I find this game to be fun.
I love when somebody chooses a chopstick, and then when everyone's about to pass their cards, they say Sushi Go. They put it back in their hand, and they play 2 additional cards instead of 1. And so that's how it works. But I love when someone that has the chopsticks out and it's their last opportunity to play gets past more chopsticks or a card they can't play. I just love it. This game is a hoot because whenever you're like, oh no, I'm gonna get stuck with these chopsticks. I'm gonna play whatever comes up, no matter what. And so the other person, when they see that they know their last card they're gonna get is chopsticks.
Yeah.
And there's no score on this card,
Yeah.
and it's just a kick in the face. And I love it when it's always a laugh when things like that happen. When you're like, man, if I pass these cards, they're gonna get their last one, their last set. So should I just play it, even though I won't get anything, but it'll stop them? But are the other players gonna stop each other, or are we just gonna lose together? And so I find this game to be a riot, which I don't know, if you saw people playing, you may not think so, because I don't think people laugh all the time in this game. But at our house, we always cracking up at this game. Everyone that comes over is like, they're like, oh, not the chopsticks. So I do find this game to be fun. And you were saying something I mean? What, you mean
well, I remember in one hand I was dealt 4 of these cards. This is the one where you need 3 of them.
Yep.
And I didn't pick it. And I knew it was chancy because I was like, there's 4. There's got to be, I'll hopefully get one of them from this original hand back to me. There's got to be another one floating around. But I was like, no, I didn't. It's too chancy, man. Anyways, I just wanted to say that. I don't know. So, yeah.
On the Board Game Geek rating scale, I think I'd go with a 7, maybe 8. Am I leaning 8? I'm going to go 7.
I'm going to go 7.
I'm going to go 8. I can't tell. I'm going to go...
7.5?
No, I would never do that.
Oh.
You always go halves. I never go halves.
Halves
I'm not a half
great.
person.
Halves
I'm a whole kind of person.
Yeah, but halves give you the
I'll go 7.
flexibility.
I'll go 7. This is a 7 to me. It's a solid, fun game.
Yeah, it's a solid game. Every time we get to multiples of 500 subscribers, we give away a free glitter painting of your favorite geeky thing. So make sure to subscribe now on YouTube.
It could be you that wins.
Sushi Go. We've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.